smoke when we all celebrate success. So now we
Hey guys, sorry for the lack of updates as usual. Festive series is very busy, but as you'll see, we've been shopping around a bit. So I was going to clean up the old fuel separator, but I decided it would be better just to get a new one, save some time. Look at that. So let's show you where this thing goes. So this guy will fit right there. Now also another piece I need to clean still is this guy, which I'll mount right over. How does this guy go? This is for the carb, so I'll need to check this, but I think it mounts about here because the carb air cover box will fit here. Now also as part of this guy, hang on a second, let me cut to this guy. I'm pretty sure he goes right here, but for now I'm going to zap him. Now you see, it can only fit here. Anyway, so this guy will fit, normally fits over there. I've also got, I did see it here, here it is. This guy. So what this guy does, this will be easier to show once everything's put together. This is all just finger tight, but this guy is going to sit right here in between the airbox and this bracket, and that's to stop the airbox from moving, vibrating up and down. So one of the important things I've got is over here. This is the lower and the upper cam belt covers. Now I need to take the crank pulley off before I can fit this guy. So we're going to do the cam belt service after the block is cleaned and sprayed, and then before I put everything back together, I'll put the lower cover on and then the upper cover. I can show you guys the upper cover because that's a pretty straightforward fitment. Literally, like it suggests, straight over the cam belt. Boom. Came with the clips, which is very handy. So I'll take the bolts off the tappet cover and I'll bolt this guy down, and that'll just kind of give you an idea. Protect the cam belt. And that's to stop, like if a piece of stone or chunk of glass flies up off the road and bounces around the engine bay, it doesn't fly inside here and slice my cam belt. So these are plastic reproductions, they're not originals. But yeah, to find the metal originals now is pretty much next to impossible. Yeah, that's the lower section. And here is the upper section, so it'll kind of look something like that on the side of the engine. So what that means, guys, when I get to it, you need to pop this guy off. This is the tensioner, take the cam belt off, then I can get this engine mount off, but then I need to get this thing off because I really now need to fix this up. Cannot get this new. I'm not going to bother trying to dig through scrapyards just for this piece because it's going to be next to impossible to get. So I'm going to have to clean it up, try to straighten these bends as much as possible, and then just spray it. I'll do it with engine enamel, probably black, because it's going to be covered by all sorts of ancillary bits anyway, so you won't see it. At the same time, when this guy comes off, I'll just give it a coat with some black lacquer. This pulley, this is all going to be covered except for this guy, but this will be covered, this will be covered, this will be replaced. So for my own peace of mind, I might just spray this guy when everything's off, so I know it's been done, so it looks good. Ditto with this one. But yeah, I really Yeah, I've got a new one of these now as well. I do really need to spend some time on this vehicle. So the part I'm actually looking for right now, yeah, here it is. This guy. So I mentioned ages ago that I wasn't really happy with this. This thing is ancient and it's very brittle. So this will take care of that problem. I'm just going to zap him over there for now. Then I've got some other goodies which I'm pretty chuffed with. These guys. So these will help me start to fit the grill. So what these guys do is they'll fit in here. So once I put the grill in, I can secure them with these clips. They're little press studs, so once I put them into the holes, I just push this pin in, it'll expand these flares at the back, and that takes care of the grill. You'll see the brake booster is still not in, and there's a good reason for that. I've actually pulled the trigger and I've ordered a brand new one. So I'm going to mount this vise tonight. Looking at it now, it may not fit. I may need to fit that big boy over there. So yeah, I'll fit both vices, one on that side, one on that side. I want to clamp that frame in there, take a metal drill bit, drill into that bolt, crack it, get it out. Why? I want to preserve the booster, and I want to set it in for refurb, and then I'll shove it in the cupboard. So yeah, the new bit will go on there, and then all of this can go back together and be fully assembled again. And we do have a reason for trying to get this stuff all in place. I want to get the brakes in, I want to get the drive shafts in place. These all happen during the week. Hey Jazz, what's up guy? So yeah, get the drive shafts in place. I need to take off that lower mounting, clean that up, and then put it straight back. Top shock mounts I've adjusted already. I do want to get something to line here, and there is actually a temperature proof engine cover that just basically, it's just basically an oblong piece of heat shield material that'll fit over here. That'll come in the new year. That's not an essential for right now, but yeah, so we are slowly going to start making progress. I need to stick that grommet back in there. I need to find that grommet, just thinking about it. Then yeah, I need to tidy and clean up all of these bits and pieces, get that engine going. But what I'm really trying to do, guys, right now is I'm trying to make space, because I want to start pushing on this thing. And the reason is I finally decided on a on the road date. I want this thing running and at least run in fully. All the bugs worked out by October of next year, actually before October. And the reason is I want to go on the Volkswagen Club of South Africa breakfast run event in this vehicle. The option being also I could go in Garfield, but I really want to get this thing, so that's sort of given me the motivation to push. Another thing I must tell you guys is I've spoken to the upholsterer who fixed Project Garfield. She's agreed to do new door cards, carpet, roof lining, seats, everything. So I need to push. I need to get the electric sorted, I need to get the engine bay stuff done. So yeah, I'm actually trying to free this guy, the engine standout. I bought the bolts and everything I need to mount the engines and the gearbox. So I need to get this guy out and get the gearbox on here, clean that, put it aside, do this guy. I need to tap the threads in the back like I've been threatening to do for ages, but I want my engine crane so I can lift the engine up onto the stand. So the one thing I wanted to check, thank God, push rod is still there. For some reason I was suddenly overcome with this worry that the push rod was missing. That, not necessarily a big stuff up, you can get new ones, but yeah, I'm glad that this guy's in place. Moving on. So yeah, another thing I need to do while I'm in the garage is I noticed that Now that I've got the cabrio back, I zapped it up on the lift to get the wheels rotated and the alignment checked. And the cracks on the tail lights are starting to run on both sides now. So I need to fit these guys. I do still owe you guys an update. I apologize for the lack of updates on Project Garfield. The weather has not been playing the game. It's been raining solidly for about a week. There we go, look at that. Brand spanking new original Hella OEM. These will look great on the car. The roof in this actually will be the nicest things on the vehicle at the moment. Oh wow, invoice, that's handy. I paid 3,103 Rand for these. Good to know. Crikey, they were expensive. For the guys in the States, you can divide that by, I think, 15. The guys in the UK, you can divide that by 18. So yeah, these will go on tomorrow. And then I'm going to put the originals in these boxes, because I'm going to send them off to customs to get them repaired. Now I actually wanted to put these guys on only after the respray, well not the respray, but the touch-ups and the blow-over and all the rest of it. But yeah, the weather and the amount of water seeping into the taillights has kind of forced my hand. So I'm going to put these guys on, get the other things fixed. When they come back from being fixed, I'll put these guys back in the box and put the originals back on. So at least the car is not undrivable, should I say, while the taillights are getting fixed. What are these dogs up to? I need to get new bags for that thing, but that's an entirely different discussion. So yeah, this thing, at some point, once I've cleared some space in here, I need to unravel this thing and I need to fit it. So once again, tomorrow night I want to be in here. Need to finish this up. Then I can fit from the taillight, running it back through the engine bay, make a plan for the fuse box, get this thing done. Still need to do that. Someone I know says he'll help me with that, so that's not a problem. I need to find the new gear lever, and then I need to get, I can't remember what he said, I think it was a die to cut thread for the gear levers. I might leave that in there for now and change it later, but it makes sense to change it now, so I need to have a chat to him again, get that thing sorted out. So once again guys, I finally made my decision on the seat situation. I'm not using the tombstones yet, I'm using these guys. I know I said that before, but it's confirmed now. I've showed photos of these things to the upholsterer, and we're going to refurb these guys. We're also going to do the back seat, and I'm actually going to fit the back seat. I know I wanted to do the flat boot area, false floor and all the rest of it. I can still do the false floor in the back, but I've decided I want to fit the back seat. It just seems a waste to have one perfectly good back seat just sitting doing nothing. So we'll get this guy to match those front seats, the tombstones and the other city seats. I think they were from a deco. The guys in the States and the UK won't know what a deco is. Basically, it's a continuation of the Golf, City Golf, that Volkswagen kept producing until about 2009. Jazz, what you doing, boy? Is there a rat? Get him. God, look at these seats. They need to be steam cleaned. So yeah, so I'm going to hold on to these things still, along with the tombstones. The reason being is I need the rails and a couple of other interior bits and pieces from these seats to fix up these seats. So yeah, the seat bases will be the seat bases for the tombstones, but putting these guys in allows me to get the car back on the road firstly, so I can drive it, but also it means that I can take my time. There's no rush now to try and get these things made up. I can carry on focusing on getting this guy sorted. So as I mentioned, here we go. This is for the dipstick. I'm going to have to spray this. This is neon orange. You'll see my stuff is red. So I'll spray this guy the same sort of color I used for the body. This is a new ball selector for the linkages, and these are all new linkages. So guys, I'm no longer trying to salvage certain bits and pieces. I'm replacing them with stuff that makes sort of sense to replace new, and I'm just trying to speed things up a bit. I'm tired of this car sitting in the... Oh yeah, this is for the windscreen wiper. This is the pump. I was actually meant to order 2 of these, but the rear one's not going to work for a while anyway. So yeah, so this will go on the front. So like I said, guys, I'm as we South Africans say, I'm gatvol. I'm tired of this car sitting in the garage. I want this thing running fully sorted by October of next year. I want to go on that breakfast run. I want to enjoy it, and I want to have no trouble with the vehicle. So probably very little is going to happen this year still, simply because it's the festive season now. I go and leave down to the coast, and by the time I get back, it's the New Year's, and then it's literally the new year. So yeah, things are going to go a bit quickly, a bit hectic, and it just erodes all of my time for the project. So I figured, and this is just the start of it, guys. There's a whole bunch of stuff I still need to order, but this stuff, getting it new, should help us play a bit of catch up. I love this stuff, and just help this thing get back on the road. I'm trying to arrange my meetings so that I have Friday free, so I can take this guy to work. I want to drive it every Friday to work. And every other day, if I have a client meeting that's not too far, I want to take this thing on the road. I want to show it off a bit. I'm dying to get this thing back on the road. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry there's not a lot of action again. This is becoming a constant theme at the moment. I know I do owe you a Project Garfield update. That is coming as soon as the weather clears up and I have a nice sunny afternoon. I have something a little special planned. So let's see if I can pull it off the way I want it to. And yeah, let's hope for the weekend. Let's hope I can get that video filmed and edited and uploaded. I've got a couple of new subscribers. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Once we get to 100, I can change the name of my channel. I started this channel quite a long time ago, and you weren't allowed custom channels until you had 100 subscribers. And for some reason, that's still YouTube is still holding me to that. So as soon as I reach 100, I can change the name to something a little bit easier. And then things are going to get interesting, because I intend to print some business cards. I intend to brand another vehicle, which is still on the way. So yeah, who knows, maybe this thing will become a full-time job. Yeah, right. Yeah, we can only dream, huh? So yeah, like, subscribe, share, favorite, comment, all the usual stuff. Anything to help the channel grow. If you think I'm making a mistake doing something, please comment. If you like what I'm doing, please comment. If you're bored out of your mind, please comment. It helps. I need all the feedback I can get. So yeah, this new booster should arrive tomorrow. I'm hoping that when I drop the car off to get fixed, taillights will get put in, the issues I picked up on Garfield get sorted, and new parts will arrive, so I can push to get this thing where it's supposed to be. And then all of this kind of starts hurrying along. I see little cat footprints. I wonder who's been in here. Is the camera picking them up? Can you see them? Rhaegar. Can only be Rhaegar. The car never leaves the garage and it's already dirty. Great. I still need to get this to flip. Oh, that reminds me. I actually do have a new lock for this fuel cap. See, this one is buggered. I can probably stick a screwdriver and then cap it open, but I've got a new one that'll run, so everything will be on one key: doors, ignition, and the fuel cap. I need to find that. Better get on that. I want to use that fuel cap because it's kind of original. I need to get a vinyl. There's a vinyl insert that's supposed to go behind it. Same, it was meant to come with the blackout kit, but for whatever reason it didn't. So if I can get that black vinyl there for the fuel cap, it just completes the look that I'm going for. But anyway, guys, I've got some work to do. I'll catch you guys again hopefully later in the week. Cheers for now, and thank you so much for watching. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more and be kept up to date, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to my channel. With your help, we can get this project complete and move on to the next one. Bye for now.